You're walking down the street and you see a strange man staring at you. You turn to look back at him to make sure he's not doing anything funny. He looks at you and then continues to walk. The survival instinct built into us urges us to instantly categorize everyone we meet in order to best ensure our survival. In Vinland, the recent series I've been watching, I've noticed a trend that I haven't seen in the past 50 animes I've watched. And this trend is the idea that no man has enemies. But this anime takes it a step further, because that idea is transmitted to Asgard along with Thor's death. If I were to look at this anime from a literature point of view, I would assume that Thor is the protagonist and Asgard is the antagonist. But the amazing conclusion I've come to after the most recent episode is that they share the same philosophy. They are in essence two sides to the same coin. This situation is best illustrated when Thor and his crew are surrounded and attacked by pirates. Asgard tries to make an attempt at getting Thor to join their crew. When it becomes clear to him that Thor will no longer join his party, he has to make the decision for his pirates that he leads and takes responsibility for. Neither of the men recognize the other as an enemy, but someone has to eat and someone has to be eaten. And Asgard has more mouths to feed, so he's forced into a decision. Even after Thor's death, Asgard does not consider Thorfinn an enemy. Both of these philosophies of these men lack one vital thing, and that is pride. In this clip, Asgard uses Thorfinn's rage to garner a valuable soldier. This would not have been possible had he had any pride. When talking about the slave master, he says that it's funny because the slave master is a slave to money and the girl is a slave to the slave master. His philosophy is much like Thor's father, but the implementation of the idea has been changed slightly so it seems unrecognizable. And I believe this singular idea will give a theme to the anime that we have never seen before. But while we're talking about things that we've seen before, I think I've seen this clip before somewhere else.
Simba, you have forgotten me.
No. How could I? Don't leave me. Father!
Some animes are remembered for their good action scenes, some are remembered for their plot. But the greatest of animes that we all remember are animes that are remembered for the idea they represent. And I think that's what makes this show the most valuable. Wait, I've seen this before too. Could it be? Is it you? The Hawk?
俺が勝ったら煮るなり焼くなり好きにしな。わかった。